kind of car is it?
It's a 2017 Nissan Sentra. He spent that way. They got temp tags on them, and they're expired.
2017 Nissan Sentra, gray. Yeah, direction of travel. Responding. It's going to be a 2017 gray Nissan Sentra with temp tags. East on Broad. That's all we got so far.
He got my baby. He got my baby.
How old's the baby?
She's 1. And I had the door open, and I kept saying my baby's in there. Like I told him my baby's in there, and he just kept spitting off.
You asked them what sort of plate that they had on the rear, other than a temp plate, like a dealership sort of thing.
There's a temp tag, right?
Yes, he's black. He got long dreads, and he had a black cap on his head.
Okay.
He had on a Advance America t-shirt.
Suspect's a black man with long dreads.
I might have him on the South Yearling Road. He is speeding up on me.
Hey, where are you at on Yearling?
Mound. Westbound on Mound.
Yeah.
He's going about 60 on Mound Street. He almost lost it on this corner.
Miss, listen, I need you to stay right here with this, okay? I gotta go. We're right behind him. We're gonna chase him over here.
Okay, please.
Come.
Almost lost it on this curve.
Throw your lights on, throw your siren on.
Now
Go.
Beechwood. He's coming up to Beechwood. 10-5, Mound and Beechwood.
10-5 Mound and Beechwood.
Come on, Zara! Sit down! Police, Kena! Come here! Zara!
Copy 10-5 Mound and Beechwood.
Here, hold on, stop. Stop. So since it's a 10-5 now.
What's 10-5?
No, it's an injury crash. Stop.
Okay.
I'm telling you to stop. We're gonna go back, we're gonna get Mom.
Yep.
They're stopped, we're gonna take Mom down there.
Police, K9! Where are you? Here. Zara, here. Off. Come on.
Nope, no, right here. Just stop right here. She can walk to us. Hey, miss! Here, we're gonna go down here, okay?
Okay, I think I broke my foot.
Do you need a medic?
Yes.
Did he drag you?
Oh, when I went to grab him out of my car, he sped off, and I did like that and fell.
Okay. Turn the radio off.
I need somebody at the car. That car. Go to the cars. Beechwood is where I lost him.
I'm sorry.
Did somebody just run in there?
No, that's why I'm standing back. So I have my gun behind my back.
Okay, that's fine. There's a male black with dreads. He had a toboggan, dark clothes.
I'll keep looking inside.
Hey, listen. Did any of you guys witness this?
Yeah, we all see it.
Okay, I can't talk to you right now because I got to take her down. They just wrecked, going about 70 miles an hour, and he's running now. So I got to take her down. I don't want to stay here with you guys if her kid has to get.
Yeah.
I have to go. All right.
Okay.
Can you guys please come into the police department and fill out a written statement?
Yeah.
Just come straight to our station, okay?
Right at my home.
Yep, it's on Yearling. All right. So we are not going to run a 60, but we're going to go decently fast. So out and.
That sounds beautiful.
He ran west, probably.
On September 29, 2021, officers from the Whitehall Police Department near Columbus, Ohio, responded to a call about a stolen vehicle. However, the situation quickly became much more complicated and serious than a typical stolen car report. When police arrived, they discovered a disturbing detail. A baby was sitting in the back seat of the stolen vehicle. This revelation transformed the routine response into a highly tense and dangerous situation. The car that had been stolen was a 2017 Nissan, and as officers began pursuing the suspect, they quickly realized the gravity of the situation. The baby, who was just 1 year old, had been left in the back seat of the car as the thief made his escape. The mother of the child, who had been near the car when the theft occurred, tried to stop the suspect from driving off. She opened the door to grab the thief, but as she did, he quickly sped away, dragging her behind the vehicle and injuring her in the process. She fell to the ground, unable to catch up to the car, and was left injured but fortunately conscious. During the police chase, the officers were also trying to figure out who the suspect was. They learned that the thief was a black man with long dreadlocks, wearing a black cap and a t-shirt from a local business called Advance America. The police were desperate to catch up to him, and a search ensued. However, during the pursuit, the suspect was able to evade capture, running into residential areas and a nearby trailer park before disappearing into the surrounding woods. Officers followed him as far as they could, but they lost sight of him, and he managed to escape for the time being. Meanwhile, the mother of the child was attended to by the police. She had been dragged by the car during the theft, and officers quickly called for medical assistance as she complained of pain, particularly in her ankle. She was concerned about her baby and wanted to make sure that the child was okay. Fortunately, the baby had been unharmed despite the terrifying ordeal. Officers reassured the mother that her child was safe and in good hands, but she remained visibly distressed. The officers also continued their search for the suspect, but despite their best efforts, they could not find him. They even contacted local residents and checked security cameras, hoping for any clue that could help locate the thief. However, their search yielded no results, and the suspect was not caught that day. As a result, the officers had to leave the area, promising the mother that they would continue looking for the thief and that they would do everything they could to track him down.
Here. I lost him behind these houses right here. So he could have continued south or west.
So far, I'm not seeing any here.
Just safely and slowly.
Yep, we're good.
Safely and slowly.
We're all good. I'm calm, cool, collected.
You guys are taking me to my car, correct?
We're gonna go nearby. We're not gonna get all the way up on it because this guy's still running around. Okay. And
Okay.
I don't want.
They're taking me nearby, but they're not going to take me all the way there. Mom, you ask me questions I can't give you answers to because I'm trying to get them myself.
We have your son. Okay.
You have my daughter,
Daughter. Sorry.
but you don't have the car.
We have the car. We don't have the guy that stole it right now.
We're looking for him right now.
Hey, it's Runyon. Can you guys start us a medic for Maine and Beechwood? We have the mom, but she's requesting a medic because she got dragged by the car.
What kind of person are we looking for?
Male black, long dreads. Hey ma'am, can you go back inside now? Come here, sorry. I'm gonna go back behind this. If you're in there, you need to come out. Well, this is last time I saw him. Huh? Are we going over? I don't know where they went, and I don't. She's not. I mean, he could have rounded this and just continued on. So close.
Now that looks like it's broken.
I'm thinking he went south. Because she's not keen on anything that I'm hitting over here. Where are your cameras facing? Where are they facing? Like both?
One right here in the front.
Can you look back to see if there's any sort of, there's a male black with like long dreads, baseball or beanie sort of thing?
How long ago?
Not long, like maybe 10 minutes ago now. Come on, bro. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
What'd you say? He did go that way? Okay. Nice. I'm getting word from that he did go west. So he's probably in a trailer park someplace at this point. He was fast.
That's not my car.
That's probably the car they hit.
He hit a car?
Yes, he did. Hold on. So listen, your baby's okay. He's over with this medic right over here. So, if your ankle's broken, can I get them to come to you?
I need to go to my baby.
Okay, I get that. You're okay. Your baby's okay. Huh?
Is this what?
Yeah, this is mom. This is mom. She got dragged.
So what's going on? Where are you hurting at?
She's probably more concerned about seeing her kid.
Okay. I just want to see my baby.
Okay, right there. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm guessing. You get him yet? Yeah. Huh? You get him? Yeah. I'm just glad we were right there. We were not getting any info out of her. She was just concerned.
Yeah, baby just got stolen.
Yeah. Oh,
I'd be upset too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was told you might have her in the shot.
I don't have anything. We literally loaded her in this car and started coming.
Mom's info pulled up in the cruiser. I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't smart enough.
My parents is right there.
It's hard to hurt a kid.
No, I know.
Like I've dropped mom.
They're going 60 though.
So just so you know, they probably told you she was secured like with these straps, but it wasn't seat belted in, so it kind of fell over in the back of her car.
She was in the seat, so he must have unstrapped.
Okay. So when I got here, she was in her seat, just kind of hanging out over here with one of the officers. She was interacting with us. We don't see any injuries on her. Okay. She's acting the way that I think that she would. She's got a good heartbeat. We hear her breathing well.
Mom!
It's too loud. Who's grandparents?
Me.
Could you two come up and kind of help her? Because it sounds like she's probably going to be going to the hospital. Her ankle got rolled.
When he jumped in my car and he tried to pull off, I opened my door and I grabbed him and I tried to tell them and he hurried up and pushed the door back and I slipped and fell like this, holding on to the door and my foot rolled.
Listen, your child was in a car accident at about 60 miles an hour. I fully trust them, but as a parent, my kid would be going to Children's.
Okay, we all just go. Tell them I changed my mind. I want us all to go.
My partner.
All right.
evaluated her and said it appears that she's okay from what we can evaluate.
Okay.
And so our recommendation is that you just keep a close eye on her, make sure she continues to act as normal, and if anything concerns you, then you call 911 or take her to Children's Hospital.
I just can't believe this. Like, I feel like I'm in a zone.
Well, you got another power.
Oh, shoot. Well, Mila can deal with things. London.
Hey, baby.
London. Yeah.
How you doing? Oh, she needs a new diaper.
Yeah, gotta get her cleaned up.
That definitely ripped open.
That's okay. Nana coming. Don't take you home. Washed up.
Yeah, we're gonna be taking DNA and try to ID this guy, and that way we can harass him. Not yet. We got about 25 more cops out in this area.
Hello, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. So, what do you got going on?
Back in Thanksgiving, my mom gave me a call, but I didn't get it until like late January. But basically, I got into some trouble, so I did stupid stuff, you feel me? And I was told that I had warrants out for me, and I was in Indianapolis, so I came back here.
Okay, here to get the warrants taken care of. Okay, we'll do that for you. So go ahead and stand up for me.
Yep. I was about to say, that's the only thing, but I know you're going to check me.
I got you.
Okay. And if you can't just face that way for me. No, you're good. If you can, just put your hands right here. We'll get you back to our slate room and we'll take care of all that stuff for you. If you can, put your palms together like you're praying.
Because this is my first time being arrested, so everything's good.
Hopefully it's the
You're
last.
doing a great job.
Just taken care of.
Yeah. What about the green chair there?
Live by the red feet, probably.
I'll get these cuffs off you first.
What's your name, sir?
Evacuation.
Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions. So what happened that day? Like what?
Basically just life. You feel me? Just I don't know how it works. I don't know how depression works for you guys, but it just got better of me, and basically that's what it was. Because I don't know how to think rationally. Basically all I feel nowadays is depression and violent fits of rage. If it's not depression, it's the violent fits of rage. If it's not violent fits of rage, it's depression.
Well, I mean, why'd you steal the car in the first place?
Just basically just to have a car to get back and forth from work. So my priority wasn't to steal it to like sell it or to be out here driving it and looking hot like, oh, I gotta whoop-de-whoop. No. My situation is transportation with the bus or paying to get back and forth to work is costing me more money than it is to get there and make the money.
So then when you get in the car, right, because you're outside Foot Locker hanging out there.
Yeah.
Okay, and you get in the car, do you remember what kind of car it was?
I remember the car had tinted windows, which in my mind was perfect. So that's basically...
So they can't no one see you, right?
Yeah, nobody can see you.
Yeah.
Just like I said, I couldn't see the inside of the car.
Okay.
But when the lady opened the door, there was nobody in the driver's seat. And I didn't see anybody in the back seat because the windows was up. So I assumed she just left it on and running. And I was like... The only thing going through my mind was being homeless again. Was going back to them cold nights on the street. You feel me? That's the only thing I was thinking about. And just one thing led to another.
Did you know there was a little kid in the back?
No, not until the cops, I had got down the street and the cops had flagged me. So in my rear view I had to look back. And in the process of looking back,
saw the baby.
Yeah. My goal was to live and just figure out life. And it led me to one bad mistake after another. So in between being in Indiana and construction, trying to find work for plumbing, trying to become an internship for plumbing so I can better myself, going to community church for groups, in between all that, I was like, I can keep going doing this, but I still have warrants over my head. No matter how far I go.
You knew you had the warrants?
Yeah, it was time to come back.
So you're just trying to get this cleared up so you can hopefully get back to making money and doing what you need to do.
Well, yeah, basically, but at the same time, get mental help too.
It's fair. It's fair.
That's basically
something going on.
That's basically what's got me in this trouble.
Because it's always on the back of your mind. You're like, damn, I got worried about
once you become homeless at a young age, your thought process is never filled out again. No matter what anybody tells you, unless they've been homeless themselves, your thought process is never filled out again under any circumstances. Especially when you got parents that don't help you, your outlook is never filled out again.
I don't know how that feels, and I don't ever want to.
I don't want you to. I don't want any little kid to have to feel that, young, old, anything. Because it's not a good experience. It's not fun.
Okay. You know what you're trying.
9 months later, in early 2022, the story took an unexpected turn. Officers working at the front desk of the Whitehall Police Department received a call from Isaiah Jackson, the man responsible for stealing the car. He had been on the run since the incident, but turned himself in after finding out that warrants had been issued for his arrest. In a phone call to his mother, he had learned that there were outstanding warrants for his arrest, and he knew he needed to take responsibility for his actions. Jackson explained that he had been living in Indianapolis and had returned to Ohio to face the charges against him. When he arrived at the police station, he was taken into custody without incident. During questioning, Jackson admitted to stealing the car but claimed that his actions were driven by desperation. He explained that he had been struggling with homelessness and had no means of reliable transportation. Jackson said that his primary reason for stealing the car was simply to have a way to get to work, not to sell the car or use it for any malicious purpose. He noted that the car had tinted windows, which made it appealing because it offered a sense of privacy. However, Jackson also admitted that he did not realize there was a baby in the back seat when he initially stole the car. It was only after the police began chasing him that he saw the baby in his rearview mirror. At that point, Jackson said he was overwhelmed by the desire to avoid getting caught, and he did not know how to handle the situation. He stated that his goal was simply to survive and get away from the police, and he regretted the mistake that had led to the crime. As part of his plea deal, Jackson was charged with several felonies, including kidnapping, theft, failure to comply with an officer, and obstruction of official business. He pleaded guilty to the kidnapping and theft charges, while the other charges were dropped. For the kidnapping charge, Jackson was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison, while for the theft of the car, he received an additional 6-month sentence to be served consecutively. Jackson was also ordered to pay restitution of $9,000 to the vehicle's owner. After serving 2 years in prison, Jackson applied for early release through judicial review. However, his request was denied due to his misbehavior while in custody. He had been involved in 19 incidents of misconduct and had accumulated 22 infractions during his time in prison. As a result, Jackson's request for release was not approved. He is currently serving his sentence at the London Correctional Institution in Ohio, and he is expected to be released in the fall of 2026. Isaiah Jackson's case is one of many that highlights the complex nature of crime and the factors that influence an individual's actions. Jackson's struggles with homelessness and mental health issues, such as depression and violent outbursts, were significant factors that contributed to his criminal behavior. While his actions were clearly wrong, they were also driven by a combination of desperation and poor decision-making, which ultimately led him down a path of criminal activity. This case also serves as a reminder of the importance of addressing the underlying issues of mental health and homelessness, which can often lead to poor choices and crime. In conclusion, the case of Isaiah Jackson is one of a stolen vehicle that escalated into a high-stakes police chase and ended with the apprehension of a man who had been struggling with personal demons. Despite his difficult circumstances, he was held accountable for his actions and received a prison sentence. However, his story also underscores the need for comprehensive solutions to address the root causes of crime, such as mental health issues and homelessness, in order to prevent such incidents from occurring in the future.